We're heading to Texas to stop horse slaughter. I mean, that's the goal. Obviously, we're going to have to lay the groundwork. We're going to have just as many meetings with members of Congress as we can, representatives and senators. The information, the detailed, collaborated information we're going to give them is absolutely going to knock their cowboy boots off. But first, we have to go somewhere very special. Horse Shelter Network partner, Houston Humane Society is right here. We're going to check in, see how they're doing.
We're here at the Houston Humane Society, and they do amazing things for dogs and cats here in Texas, but they're developing their horse program. Now, their equine director came to Horse Plus Humane Society during our workshop with the Horse Shelter Network, and now we're here.
And I can't wait to check it out, see what they have going on, see how great their horse program is doing. I know it's doing great. I've heard good things. I'm ready to see it for myself.
Really excited to see how this program can develop to be the state's top-of-the-line equine facility here in Texas for horse welfare.
I'm Princess. We're at the Houston Humane Society. I attended the workshop in the end of April. I had a lot of fun. It was definitely an experience, and it was so beautiful up there, especially the time of year. Coming back from the workshop, I was excited to get home and further implement the ideas that I had and the more ideas that I had from the workshop. So super excited to get the low-cost vaccine clinic and low-cost euthanasia, a castration clinic, and some of that stuff on the medical side up and running for the community, along with the adoptions, just really giving as much time as I can to the horses and making sure that we're finding the best match for them. Right now, I have 12 horses on site. We've taken in, I think, about 15 to 20 horses. I'm not sure right off the top of my head. We had a big case of 8. I had some little cases of 2, a couple owner surrenders. I managed to get one of my longtime stays from last year's cruelty cases adopted. And she went home just this past weekend. So at the Houston Humane Society, we take in everything from turtles and tortoises to horses, dogs, and cats. So this is the adoptions area. They've got the foster animals on both walls, and then I've got my horses on one wall.
So just walked into Princess's office space. I immediately could tell it was her office space because there was mounds of tack and like Epsom salts for soaking horses' feet and everything. Yeah, there's her office.
So out the adoptions lobby, we have all of the dog cabanas, and then right behind the shelter, we've got the horse area. We're going to the other side.
These are the future dreams and plans, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All of the future dreams and plans. So I have my little manure pile. And then this is supposed to, like I said, like it's all supposed to go in the trash. Someday. So this is what I call South Paddock 1 and then South Paddock 2. Like I'll try to rotate which pastures I use and then make sure that whatever we're putting in with those pigs are friendly.
Yeah.
Because they like to terrorize the horses a little bit. So
well,
yeah.
I mean, there's so much potential. I mean, and clearly the organization's like, let's do it because they've got you here.
Yeah.
So now you get to dream. Make it happen.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's amazing being here at Houston Humane Society. More organizations like Houston Humane Society that are already doing great things helping dogs and cats have the ability to help horses. And it's fantastic to see Houston Humane Society being like, we have an area where we can have horses, let's help horses. And we really wish more organizations out there would do programs like this. And it's just amazing to see the infrastructure that they have for dogs and cats here and bunnies and all these different animals, and thinking about, you know, what could this be like in 10 years for horses here in Texas. I think it's going to be amazing, and I think the future is really bright for horses in Texas. Texas is a place where horses are exported into Mexico for slaughter, And the more organizations that we can have here on the front lines of where this is happening is really critical. So we're so grateful for the participation within the network, and really excited to see how this grows. And we hope that more organizations can someday look at Houston Humane Society and be like, let's copy what they're doing and help horses too.
From there, it's time to lobby, lobby, lobby. It's absolute chaos trying to navigate through the busy city streets to get to every meeting in time, but we made it.
Hello, everybody. We are here in Texas outside of Congressman Troy Nell's office. Just had a wonderful meeting with Congressman Nell's staff. As we know, that Congressman Nell's has been a supporter of the SAFE Act for a long time. He was one of the first to sign on the day the bill was implemented. But today we are here to talk to him about new information and something that we really hope we get investment and commitment on to progress laws in Texas as well. And so I think the meeting went really, really well, and they're going to put us in contact with other state representatives as well. So we're looking forward to really drawing in some connections and work with other state members. And so I don't know, how do you think it went?
I think it went great. We were able to talk about things that, publicly we're talking about the horse meat that we're finding for human consumption sold within the United States. We've documented cases here in Texas of horses being sold for human consumption, their meat in restaurants. And this is something, they've heard the SAFE Act talked about a lot. They've never heard what we're presenting through our evidence and informants giving us information of what's really happening within the slaughter pipeline. So I think this is great. We've got a very busy week ahead of us. So for anyone watching, this is going to be an interesting week. So thank you. On to the next one. We just got done with another meeting, and how did you think it went?
I think it went pretty well. So this was Congressman Wesley Hunt's office in Texas. This is somebody who hasn't historically co-sponsored the SAFE Act, so we did need to ask for his support on the SAFE Act today. How do you think the rest of that went? Your presentation was fantastic.
I think it went really well, and we do have Princess from the Houston Humane Society with us as well today. And we are talking, part of it, when we go to DC, it was like, horses are being slaughtered, and they're like, well, it's in another country. It doesn't matter. Their meat's toxic. Nobody's eating it here. Well, we've proven and documented that horses are being butchered within the United States for human consumption. And I know that you know a lot about, all these drugs and everything that people...
Oh, there's countless drugs and just the things that they do to us when they're ingested into our bodies, even like from another animal. Like that's why cows have withdrawal periods before they can be consumed.
Yeah, and it can
crazy.
cause birth defects, bone marrow issues, like
Immune suppression.
There's so many issues going on here, and there's just one. The horse meat is the tip of the iceberg of what we're discussing within these meetings, because not everything's public yet. So we're gonna have a very busy week here in Texas.
All right, where are we, guys?
I'm not sure.
I think we're in Austin.
Chris behind the camera is like a expert Texan that knows everything.
I'm from here, born and raised.
But it's hot.
We're here, and it's very hot, and we're going in there to do this presentation.
We're going to meet with somebody. It's exciting.
As we are here in Texas, the buzz is getting out that people are like, oh, you need to talk to these people. In this meeting, you literally had somebody, you're good, reach out to set up another meeting.
I did. So right in the middle of the meeting, my phone was buzzing, and so looks like we got another email from another congressman's office, excited to talk to us about sitting down. And so our schedule is as busy as it can be. It looks like we're going to have to come back to Texas.
While we're going from meeting to meeting to meeting, the reactions from the staffers we're meeting with is absolutely predictable. Horror and disgust at what's happening not only in the great state of Texas, but all across the United States. Horses being slaughtered, butchered, their meat being sold to people to eat. Disgusting.
Well, there's a reason we came to Texas, and it was to have meetings like this.
Yeah, that was fantastic. So this meeting went really, really well. We're so excited. It was well worth the long drive to get here from Houston, actually, over to the other side of Austin this morning.
Yeah, so we are headed to our next meeting. We have a great constituent. We have another organization. We're all collaborating together. This is a really big meeting because This is a district that is actively in exporting horses, so we'll see how this goes.
All right, here we go.
We just got done with a meeting with Congressman Gonzalez's office, who is actually in the Presidio district. We showed him all the things, all the information that we have gathered. They're taking this very, very seriously. We are very, very happy with the outcome of this meeting. And we want all horse advocates to know that today we really spoke out in a big way for horses and revealed some things to them that we hope we're going to be taking some bigger steps. Major thank you to Frankie and to Texas Humane Legislative Network, who is going to be an absolutely huge key player in getting a state bill going. So I just want, and to Tani, whose presentation just absolutely rules.
Meetings like this is why we came to Texas. This was a fantastic meeting, and we're really happy to have the support of constituents in Texas. And then we also have here.
Hi, my name's Frankie, and I do the government relations for the Texas Humane Legislation Network.
And what did you think of this presentation?
I thought this was an incredible presentation. It exceeded my expectations. I feel like I learned so much. I honestly didn't even know the tip of the iceberg as to the issues that are going on with horses in the country and especially in Texas. So it was super informative, and I'm so grateful that y'all are here to spread the word about this. Absolutely.
Yeah, so she'll be joining us for some more meetings, and we've got to hit the road. When we're in DC, we literally like just walking around buildings, and I used to complain about all the walking in DC on the Hill to go to meetings, but we are driving for hours to go to meetings. But what happened in this meeting that we just came out of, it really shows the importance of coming here to the area where horses are most affected and being their voice.
We just turned 50 years old, and we are advocates for better humane laws in the state of Texas. So we do all kinds of grassroots advocacy. We have over 30,000 volunteers and supporters throughout the state. And what we do is we do research into what kind of bills we think are particularly important at any given session. And we are boots on the ground at the Capitol, rallying the troops to educate people and persuade legislators to vote in favor of better humane legislation. So we are definitely super excited to get involved with the SAFE Act. We think it is so important, and we learned so much today. So we are so excited to get further involved with this.
We just walked into the Texas State Capitol, where we have our first of 3 meetings today. How are we feeling about this first meeting, guys?
Super excited. This is our first meeting with one of the state reps, which is really important for pursuing a state bill. So this is the beginning of our journey to trying to identify a sponsor for a state bill in Texas. So we're excited to get started.
This is what ending horse slaughter looks like.
It sure is. It sure is. Meeting with state reps has been something that we've heard from every federal level person so far, is have you met with all the state people? And so we're very excited to have this meeting here today, first and foremost. So we'll take you along the way.
You can't really tell how tall that is. That's very, very high up there. It says Texas up there. What do you think, Jason?
So I'm sitting here wondering, okay, so I put a plumb from the very point up there. I wonder if it would actually be that dot.
You think?
Or if it shifted.
Yeah.
I'll bet it shifted one way or another, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
Just a little bit. Well, let's find, well, someone around here must know the answer.
Yeah,
we'll
they
see.
don't know. Not only did we want to meet with the federal members of Congress from Texas, we wanted to meet with the local state representatives and senators, because it seems like all roads in the slaughter pipeline lead into Texas. And Texas has the opportunity to pass a really strong law, just like New York State did, that would absolutely outlaw the transportation of horses through the state of Texas for the purpose of slaughter.
Okay, we just came out of the first meeting. What do we do?
Yeah,
How do we think?
This is a state level meeting.
Yes, so this was a state level meeting. We are going to be seeking out a sponsor for a state bill in Texas. It will essentially be something equivalent to the New York bill that New York State passed in 2023. And this will be the SAFE Act version on the state level.
So we just came out of our second meeting of the day, and we're hurrying to our third meeting of the day. What do we think of that last meeting?
Well, the last meeting was really, really good. However, Britta was not allowed to come into the meeting because she didn't have her ID. And it was parked in a car far, far away. We couldn't get to it. So that was a bummer. But the good thing is Britta's an excellent teacher. And she had Chris trained exactly what to say.
I filled in.
The whole time. Other than when we're like, hey, Britta, are you on the phone there? Can you answer these questions?
I was definitely B team compared to Britta, but it went really good. But now with Britta's back, we got her for this next meeting.
Ooh, all right. Well, it has been a very interesting day today. Right now, we are standing outside of Dr. Tom Oliverson's office. He is a state legislator here in Texas. We started off with a really good meeting with his legislative director, and then Dr. Oliverson came into the meeting and had major concerns about what we were showing him and talking about. He was horrified. That's a good word.
Being a horseman himself.
Yeah, and actually a QHA member himself, and he is absolutely horrified to see what we're presenting to him. And he when he got up and had to leave for the next meeting, he said, "All right, let's get this done. Tell us what we need to do to stop this."
We're pushing so hard to end horse slaughter, and it has to be brought to a level where people will actually be like, well, what is happening? And that's what we're presenting. The problem is, it's, we're just us, and it's hard to get this information out there as fast as it needs to and in a safe way. So we're trying to get as many meetings as we can. We're giving them information, and hopefully soon there's going to be a lot of rumbling about what's happening within the horse slaughter pipeline.
It seems like our nights are maybe a little short and the days are a little long, but we're getting so many good meetings in, it's 100% worth it.
All right, we had an amazing meeting.
First meeting was great. We're rushing to the next one.
Yes, rushing to the next one. We actually had a horse person in this meeting, so that was really helpful because they could understand the gravity of what we're talking about.
And her boss, the actual representative, rescues donkeys.
Yep.
Yes, so that's a good one. And we had an absolutely phenomenal constituent
Absolutely.
who bravely came in and told her story. And we're not going to disclose her name or anything just to protect her. But this is what happens when courageous and brave people step up. And so this was one of the best meetings.
We're gonna end horse slaughter.
But we just came out of the meeting with Ted Cruz's office. What do we think?
It was a great meeting. I think everyone's so shocked when they hear what we're presenting. They're just like, this is crazy. I've never heard this before. It's our last meeting.
The last one.
We've gone through so many meetings. I've given this presentation so many times. I think like 16 times.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing. And she's getting really good at it. And every time we see it, there's something new in there. Like
That's right.
Poking details in, and it's amazing to watch. Like we started off, we'd be done about half an hour. Now it's close to an hour before we get done.
Yeah.
But they're so intrigued. They're so fascinated. They're so interested that they don't ask us to leave. Like in DC, a lot of times, like at the end of half hour, like, well, sorry,
time to go.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
And here they're just like more and more. They want more.
We're the ones that are like, sorry, we have to go. Here's our contact information. We're happy to talk to you in the future.
All right, just had our last meeting of the trip. What do you think? I think that might have been our best one.
It was the longest one.
An hour and a half. Hour and a half.
Yeah.
Full 90 minutes, and that was really good. She was horrified. She's a horse owner. She's rescued horses, and she was horrified. She never knew this seedy underside of the horse industry actually existed. And I hate to use the word industry because it's just criminals, and criminals don't engage in industry.
Yeah, and she really drove the meeting. So she actually is the one that kept it going the longest. I think we were all anticipating it being over and getting ready to leave, and she just kept talking, and so it went really, really well. Of course, we asked for support on the SAFE Act, and we also asked for support in driving some Texas state legislation. And once again, we had a phenomenal constituent with us who's going to continue to work on this side of things, and so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. We've been lobbying together now a couple of years, and I think being on the ground on the state level has been a really phenomenal experience. And I think now that we're bringing this to the attention of state legislators and we're naming names and we're doing those things, I think we're going to get something done. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has been the best lobbying that I've ever been involved in. We've been a lot on the Hill together, and it's like, okay, yeah, we know horses are abused, and what we're presenting now, people are like, this is what's actually happening. This is horrifying. I think this is the best lobbyist trip I've ever been in a part of, and it's definitely something we have to keep going. So please make a donation to Horse Plus Legislative Coalition. The investigations that we're doing, we need support, and we also need to come down here because we've made so many contacts. They want more information. We have to come down here again.
It's the end of our trip, but it's just the beginning in a lot of ways to the work that's going to be ongoing. So we're very thankful for you following along this journey with us. Keep following our YouTube page. Follow us on Facebook if you're not already, and we'll talk to you next time.